What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tribe Time. And on today's episode, we are going to be talking about supplements and a fascinating new article from Dr. Rhonda Patrick explaining why we should get out and move more, because that damn movement is very good for our brains. Before we get started, I have a full disclosure. I am affiliated with Onnit. Onnit is a fantastic supplement and a fitness lifestyle company that I recommend to all. I will leave my affiliated links down below. Got that out of the way. Let's go ahead and get started. On day one, after an assessment of a new client, I usually get asked, Ricky, what supplements should I take? And my clients could vouch for me. My follow-up question is, how are you eating? Are you eating optimally? Can you eat better? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. As I tell them, and as I'm about to tell you, before we decide to supplement with anything, it's always a great idea to make sure that you are eating optimally. By eating in an optimized manner, we are referencing to, are we eating earth-grown nutrients? Are we eating every 2 to 4 hours? Are we eating based on what we just did or what we are about to do? Most importantly, are we staying accountable to our optimum eating habits? After all those boxes are checked, then we can start talking about supplementation. I hope at this point I'm not the first person to break it to you that not all supplements are created equal. While we are shopping for supplements, it's always important to keep an eye on the 3 following things: ingredients, sources, bioavailability. When it comes to ingredients, not all ingredients are created equal either. We're talking about artificial ingredients and natural food-sourced ingredients. This criteria is really important because it really affects the way our body absorbs the supplement. For those of you watching right now and have taken some sort of supplement, how many times, and I don't mean to be crude or invade your space, how many times do you go to the bathroom, number 1, and it smells like a GNC after you relieve yourself from number 1? If this is you might be getting gypped. The reason for that smell is that your body is not absorbing a lot of the nutrients. And the reason behind that could be that these particular ingredients that your supplement has are artificial and are not as readily absorbable for your body, which you want to make sure that they are, because that's the whole reason why you're purchasing this product. You want to make sure that your body is able to absorb all of the nutrients that your supplement has to offer. And you always want to make sure that you have those 3 bases covered. You want to make sure it's well sourced, great ingredients, and which those 2 things will make sure that number 3 is definitely covered, but it's bioavailable. It's ready for your body to absorb it. And some of my clients simply ask me, why do we need supplements? Do I really need to buy a big tub? Again, my answer 9 times out of 10 is no. As long as, a lot of the times, if you're eating optimally, natural source foods and all that good stuff, you're going to be well taken care of. There's going to be a few things that you might need to take. The best way to find out that you're running at optimal levels is to make sure you go to your doctor, get yourself checked out, make sure you get your blood work done, and there is where we find out what we need to take. You want that grade A blood. Studies have shown us that a majority of people are vitamin D3 deficient, and this is simply due to lifestyle. A lot of us have a 9-to-5 job and are artificially lit. You want to make sure that you get your butt out there and get some actual sunshine during the morning. A few people that I would actually recommend supplements to would be highly active individuals. I'm looking at you, Foreseeing Primate Tribe. If you're highly active daily, then you're definitely going to need a supplement. You're going to want to make sure your joints are healthy. You're going to want to make sure you're recovering properly. And for those of you asking why I recommend them having that, it's just simply that they need that. Nerd alert! We could reference one of my favorite animes, Dragon Ball. Nerd alert! For those of you that watch that show know exactly what I'm talking about. Goku, one of the beloved characters of the show, works incredibly hard. And I mean incredibly hard. After a big fight or training session, you will hear his stomach growl. You hear that heart. And that's when you know what time it is. It's time to eat. And we're not looking at like itty bitty foods here. We're looking at monstrous cartoon size meal. You know, we're looking at gargantuan refrigerators full, taken down in a second. And the reason he eats all of that, it's simply because his body is in need of it. The expenditure of energy that he just had is absolutely bananas. So say if Goku lived in the real world, it kind of does, man, let's be honest. Nerd alert! So for those of us that don't want to eat a fridge full of food, you want to eat your regular meal and macronutrient dense food, and more importantly, micronutrient dense supplementation. One thing I want to make sure that is crystal clear. When it comes to supplementation, it should never be a substitute for your meal. You want to make sure that you're eating properly first. A supplement is exactly what it's titled to be, a supplement, something to add on top of your food. It should never be a meal replacement. It's perfect to have it on the side. After I'm done with the hard workout, I'll have my meal first, or actually I'll have my meal and on the side I'm having my protein shake. I'm putting it together. I'm supplementing it with my food. It's not a meal replacement. And here comes a shameless plug that you've all been waiting for. A lot of my clients ask me, what do I take? I am very careful to what I put in and what I put on my body. I had to research deeply before I even dove into taking my first supplement. And I was very fortunate to find a supplement that works for me, and that happened to be Onnit. Onnit has great supplements. They're naturally sourced supplements. They go above and beyond and have a lot of their supplements tested, which not a lot of companies are willing to do. I'm just going to go ahead and list to you quickly what supplements I like to take. I take the Alpha Brain. I like taking Alpha Brain as a nootropic. It keeps me sharp. I do a little bit of boxing, so every now and then my head gets a little rattled, and Alpha Brain fortunately helps me get back on track. I like taking Shroom Tech Sport, which for those of you that have played with me in any sort of sport or actually had the chance to spar with me, there's one thing that is never in question, and that is my gas tank. It never gives out. It's always full. So now you guys know my secret ingredient, Shroom Tech Sport. Link down below. One of the first supplements I actually took with Onnit was Strong Bone and Joint. I had pretty bad knee issues, and as soon as I taken that supplement, I'm not saying it's a cure-all because it was actually part of my new lifestyle. So it might have something to do with it. But as soon as I started taking that supplement, along with more movement as a supplement, my knees started feeling a lot better, and since then I've been taking it since then. When it comes to their protein powders, you can't miss. You just can't miss. I've tried all of them. The Hemp Force Active, I think it's still called that. I think it's just called Active Powder now. At this moment, I'm a big fan of the recovery protein. It is absolutely delicious, and I absolutely love mixing it with frozen fruits because it has hardly any flavor. It has this very mild coconut nutty flavor. I ever make you a shake, I promise you, you're absolutely going to love it. I'll go ahead and leave a link for all of the supplements I listed down below. Go ahead and tell me what your guys' favorite supplement is in the comments down below. If you guys aren't familiar with her, make sure you follow her at FoundMyFitness on just about everything. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And believe me, you're going to thank me that you did. Now, in this new article, and I will summarize, more evidence have shown that exercise is good for the brain, and that poor physical fitness has been linked to deteriorating brain function and resulting in memory decline. So the causation cannot be established. However, randomized controlled trials have also been found that exercise increases brain volume and improves cognitive function. If this doesn't get you hyped to get your ass off the seat and out running somewhere, then I don't know what will. More and more studies like this have been coming up and have been showing us how important physical fitness is to our overall health. So if you want to live optimally, get your ass off the chair, read a damn book, and make sure that you're eating optimally. And that does it for Tribe Time, guys. But before I leave, I'm going to go ahead and leave you with this quote. Be friends with those that want to see you succeed. And that was written by the ever so popular Dr. Jordan Peterson. Make sure you check out his book, 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos. And that does it for me, guys. Make sure you click that like button down below. Let's go ahead and keep this conversation going in the comments down below. What supplements are you taking? Which ones are your favorite? Have you tried some of the Onnit supplements? And also in our other topic, have you noticed thinking better, feeling fresher when you're working out than other days when you're not? Have you ever felt any mood changes just because you started a new fitness journey? Let's go ahead and keep that conversation going in the comments down below. If you like this episode, don't forget to share with your friends and click that like button. And if you really do enjoy what we're doing here, make sure you click that subscribe button. And that does it for me, guys. Foreseeing Primate is out.